Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I'm going to share with you the 7 rules that I use all year round to stay in shape. So I've been in the fitness industry for almost 10 years now. I've been all different shapes and sizes. If you was wondering, this is Crunch, my dog. He's currently got a paw injury, so he keeps licking it and it's making it worse. What I've really done over the last 12 months is that I've become very much in tune with my body, what works, what doesn't. And what I've been able to do is craft 7 rules that I stick to all year round that allow me to stay in shape without living like a robot. So what I'm going to run through is rule by rule, step by step, that you can follow in order to do the exact same. Regardless of your current starting position, if you apply these rules successfully and consistently, you will improve your physique and you will also improve your lifestyle. Rule number 1, the most important rule in my opinion, is stop training like a bitch and train to complete failure. Far too often, I will go into gyms and I see people going through the motions just to tick it off. I've been to the gym this morning, I went to the gym this evening. If you're serious around developing your physique and looking in the mirror and actually being happy with what you see, you need to grow some minerals and actually train hard and push your body to see the adaptation. If you aren't changing the stimulus, if you aren't applying progressive overload consistently over a period of time, then you're not going to see change. Your body will very simply just adapt to the thermogenesis, adapt to a training program, and you will just hit a brick wall. Rule number 2, high protein diet. For me, sustainability of a diet is super important. I'll see people, I'm dieting, I'm having 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. No wonder you're falling off plan every single weekend or you're falling off plan frequently, because it's not sustainable. What works well for me in terms of keeping me full, in terms of essentially managing meals and managing protein intake, is I will have 4 to 5 meals every single day. Now, I know that's not possible for everybody, but if you can break your meals down to a very minimum of 3 to 4 to 5 per day, then what you can do is have 35 to 50 grams of protein per serving. That way, protein is the hardest macronutrient to digest and absorb. It keeps you full. So if you're eating it frequently in small portions across the day, that's going to remove your food focus, and it's also going to make the diet much more sustainable. I personally aim for 1.2 gram per pound of body weight. Now, if you're average male, 1 gram is enough. If you are overweight, let's say 300 pound plus, 0.8 gram is fine. If you're in a sufficient deficit, you can aim more to 1.3, 1.4 or 1.5. As I've said, 1.2 gram is fine for me. That keeps me at a good baseline, helps me recover, helps me perform, and keeps me full, allows me to sustain the diet. Rule number 3, this is the first and the last time you'll ever see me in bed on a YouTube or in any content. Sleep and recovery. Far too many people do not prioritize sleep. If you sleep well and you sleep for 7 to 8 hours every single night, not only are you going to feel great when you wake up, but you're going to recover better. Your heart rate variability, which is a key measurement for your recovery, is going to be in a good spot. You're going to be wanting to train. You're essentially going to manage your hunger hormone, which is ghrelin. If you sleep poorly, that elevates, which is then going to want and encourage you to eat more food. A great way to track sleep is a Whoop band or an Oura ring. This will break down your deep sleep, your REM sleep, your light sleep, as well as your heart rate variability. It will tell you how well and how ready you are to perform for the day. The reason I got this was because I wanted to be mindful of my recovery. Remember this sentence: you are only as good as what you can recover from. So this for me is a great marker to understand if I'm ready to perform for the day. Not just from a training standpoint, but also from a cognitive and a work standpoint. Rule number 4, NEAT expenditure. What is it? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. The most overlooked form of expenditure, which is your steps, cleaning the pots, putting the washing in. I have a daily non-negotiable of anywhere between 8 to 12,000. Now, for some people, you might not even be tracking these. So a quick way to track them is either look at your fitness tracker or go onto your health app on your iPhone and see your daily average. Don't just try and hit 10K, because that might not be realistic for you. But if you're hitting 3 to 4,000 per day, increase that to 6 and then build on it. Not only is this great for your appetite, it's great for your digestion and general blood flow. Keeping a frequent step count in is burning calories throughout the day. The more you burn, the more you can eat. And everybody eats, and everybody loves eating food. So this is a great tool for not only keeping you lean, but keeping you healthy and keeping you in a great spot from an appetite and a digestion perspective. And because I live in Dubai and it's currently 50 degrees, this is awesome. I can get on this every single day. I don't have to go outside, get 3 or 4 showers a day. I can literally just get my steps in while I'm getting back to WhatsApp messages or even taking calls. So if you live in Dubai or you don't like going outside because you live in the UK and it's freezing, 100 quid, Amazon, grab yourself one. Rule number 5, the 80-20 rule. 80% on plan, 20% off plan with balance. Make your life simple. Prepare food, build a diet that you're going to enjoy and that you can sustain and stick to. For me, every single meal in my diet I absolutely love. So the likelihood of me falling off plan is very unlikely because I look forward to every meal. However, I'm not a robot. I enjoy cookies. I enjoy baked goods. So you should allow a 20% balance because otherwise you're just going to eat the same food. It's going to become repetitive and you're going to become bored. And then it doesn't become a lifestyle. So over time, you're going to fall off and revert back to the old version of yourself. So what I do in order to operate off the 80-20 rule is I will bank 200 calories Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So on a Saturday, I can have an additional 1,000 calories in food that I want to enjoy. That might be a steak out, it might be a nice meal out with friends, loved ones, but that way I can still be social. I can enjoy a free meal within reason without completely blowing my calorie deficit or my maintenance, and I can still be very present in the moment, enjoy the food, not be a robot, and still make progress and look great all year round. The rule here, 80-20, is just as important as progressive overload for normal people. Okay, your average bodybuilder may not need it. A lot of people may not need it, but for me, prioritizing lifestyle, eating well, looking well, feeling good, having a balance, this for me is critical. So for you, it may be the same. Remember it and don't forget it. Rule number 6, very important one. You will need to train consistently. I've done numerous different splits across the 10 years that I've trained. High rocks, never tried CrossFit, boxing, running, job lot, right? If you want to look good, you need to lift weights. Now, not everybody is going to enjoy lifting weights, but there will need to be 2 to 3 sessions of weightlifting in your weekly calendar. This way, you can apply progressive overload. You can essentially build muscle mass and you can change the aesthetic and the look of your physique. Now, I'll be honest, I don't love lifting weights like I did 2 to 3 years ago when I was a bodybuilder. I do a lot more conditioning now. I'll meet friends or I'll do classes at the gym because I've been going to the gym a while, so you need to make it enjoyable, sustainable. Just because your favorite fitness influencer might follow a 5-day split, he might love that and have a goal that's going to be biased towards that. But you need to find a split that's going to work for you and that's going to be sustainable, allow you to make progress, but that you're not going to resent or hate. You need to enjoy it. So for me at the minute, I'll do 3 to 4 weight sessions, push, pull, legs, potentially upper. The reason I do this is simply from an aesthetic standpoint. I want to sustain how I look. I'll then do 2 to 3 runs because I enjoy the mental challenge and it grows me internally. And then I'll do a high rocks class because I want to complete a high rocks. If you'd have told me that 2 to 3 years ago, I'd have laughed at you. The landscape of your fitness journey and the landscape of your physique can change. But if you want to look good all year round, you're going to have to weight train. Bottom line. Rule number 7, and I've left this one to last for a reason, because it goes unnoticed, unseen, and people don't track it. Stress. Cortisol, your stress hormone, is often overlooked by people. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of CEOs, businessmen, they'll wonder why they train, eat well, sleep terribly, and they don't lose body fat, or they can't gain muscle. And that's because they're putting their body in a stress state due to work, working too many hours, drinking too much caffeine, not having a correct circadian rhythm. This all impacts their progress. Why is high cortisol bad? It breaks down muscle, increases fat storage, and disrupts your testosterone levels. All of these combined are an absolute nightmare for making progress. Chronic stress creates a hormonal environment that's the opposite of what you need for building muscle, losing body fat. So remember this part because it's super important. And if you're not losing body fat or you're not gaining muscle and you're doing everything right, then start monitoring your heart rate variability, start monitoring your heart rate, start monitoring your stress levels, your sleep levels, because all these will be pivotal for getting this right. If nothing's working, grab yourself a Whoop or an O-ring. This will break down a lot of those markers for you. Or alternatively, a great supplement to bring cortisol levels down is ashwagandha. You can supplement this in a morning or in an evening, depending on how overwhelmed you feel or how stressed you feel. Now, this is not a rule, it's just a top tip. But one thing that'll allow you to manage all of these is having a routine based around your goals. If your goal is to lose body fat or gain muscle, you need a routine, a time frame to train, a routine, a time frame to prep the meals, a routine, a time frame to sleep, recover, perform. And once you get into this routine and you rinse it and you remain consistent, this is where you're going to really build fitness and the way that you look into an elite level lifestyle. And this is how you walk around in shape all year, full of confidence. And you break that cycle of being in shape and being out of shape. I personally think that's one of the most useful videos that I've ever done. So remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.